Pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, yellow waiting. You got nothing to do.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watch the run. Here we go.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Brees. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Ready. 95, 56. Hey, tight. Check nickel. 49, check 49. Hey, easy.
Loading with Montgomery from the pistol. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, easy.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit him so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Here we go.
To throw is Brees. And that will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. You draw Corpus.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't going nowhere. Shoot. Take 4.
Now Leonard Fournette. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, high 7. March 47. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Pilot, 64. Weak. SOS. Get it.
This is Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On the run, it's Fournette. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Check line 47. I got you. 6-6. Pull it high. Switch gears. Yep. Motion. Go. Hey, exit.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Check. Crunch. Hey! Motion backfield. Shoot!
On the carry, Thompson. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get him.
They'll run with Fournette. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
132 fighter. Look at me, zipper. Motion. Hey, seam 6.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. 47. Hey, Zoo. Chopper. Come on. Yes.
47. Check back 47.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 47. Hey, Charlie. Mike, 47.
We own them. We own them.
47's a Mike. 47's a Mike.
Here we go.
47. Ready?
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, saying, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Mike's 47. Got one.
Now. Fournette, a first down carry. And an alley to run. Look at this spin.
Balance.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll turn to Thompson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Thompson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Ready.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Switch. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Hey, kill.
Breeze now to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ty Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Protein spill. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch twins. 22 jet bomber.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Down. 18 Gator. Here we go. Go. Get him. You got him. 47 to Mike, boy. 47. Check. 47. Man, I got you. Blue draw Corker. Show it up. Now. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion. Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game. Plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is Harris. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get it.
They've got his man complete. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. Oh, look at that. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
60 outlaw.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Check 43.
Hey, foxtrot.
56, Mike, 56. Hey, let's get in them holes.
56. Mike,
Go.
56, right there. 56.
Hey, let's go.
Now Thompson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Pilot, 64, weak. Shoot.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Weapon.
I'm coming after you.
Yep.
Go back. We got motion. Back up. 40.
Yo, go.
47. And watch that. And watch the ball.
Hey.
47 to Mike. Come to my work.
Hey, wahoo.
Come to my work.
Big river.
Now Minshew. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts
Here we go.
as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
We go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check tight.
Look at me. Zipper.
Reset.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Watch the curl.
Buzz.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. No gain on this defense. No gain.
Ready.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Good for another Jacksonville. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We go. Set. 60 or.
Watch the run.
Yes.
56. Mike, 56.
Hey, Haywood.
Don't get nervous. Mike's 56.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
50, plant.
Watch the back.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, orbit.
Check 56.
Watch the slant.
5.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Set. 10-2 soft.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Hey, echo.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Hey.
Coming to you. Mike's 56.
Go.
I can't believe they even let you play.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
They're not ready.
Say go.
Again, Minshew looking to throw.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. sets up a 3rd down and 18.
Ready.
7th play of this drive
70,
coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's keep moving, convert.
Go.
56, Mike, 56. Watch the slants, watch the slants.
General West.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And Eifert has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set the tone, defense, let's go.
This is Thompson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Break.
47. Mike's 47. I got one.
Go. Yep.
Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight.
Hey, Delta.
Don't let him breathe, defense.
Go.
A shotgun give to Fournette, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Fournette. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Our time. It's our time.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Get him, boys.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
You can't block me.
Yo, go!
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47.
Ready?
They'll run with Thompson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. So on fourth down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash.
49-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambo is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Breeze to throw. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
It's a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here we go.
On first down, Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
You ready?
Check. Bound to lose one. 44's the mic. 44.
On 2nd and 11 now, Breeze. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for 26 and a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting. 44. I'm trying to play. Kill. Ready.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Breeze, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook, his third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Makes the score Saints 14, Jaguars 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Shoot.
Protein spill. 5.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 44-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yo.
I go.
47 Mike. Mike, 47.
Get that.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey.
D-line, get that quarterback. Watch the safety creep.
47's a Mike. 47's a Mike.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
They go.
They run it here with Thompson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Mike's 47. Mike,
look at me. Zipper.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
You don't want this.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Blue draw Corkers.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike, 47. Watch the run.
They go with Thompson again. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Thompson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the 1st. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Murray, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Finds his target, Montgomery. It's a pickup of 6.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. 3rd down here.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Get in the
General West.
Get in the white room.
Hey, exit.
Get wide.
Let's go.
Now a give, right side. It's Thompson. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Hey.
53, Mike. Come for you.
Hey, seam 6.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down. Breeze now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Montgomery on the counter. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Easy.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
A gain of 14. 1st down, New Orleans.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Murray. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Set. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Mike Popo.
Are you getting ahead? Hey, easy.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Hey, Zoo.
Defense all day. All day.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47.
I got him.
Ready.
Minshew sets to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd.
47's the mic. Time to go night-night.
No.
Motion, motion. 47's the Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
47. Now watch run. Mike's 47. Mike.
Now.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Go.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47.
Too little, Captain.
Yep.
Hold.
Go.
Hey, man.
Hey, wahoo. Fire.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
Hey. 61, matchbox lights.
47's the Mike.
Buzz.
Check, 47.
I got you.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now Breeze. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Breeze. deep for Garcon. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Kill!
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Breeze. He's got Smith here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. From the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught by Garcon. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 2nd and 5 now. Breeze. Caught on the slant. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Saints, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she love to call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm so often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as Sylvester Stallone. They showing me love in my city. You ain't saying hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jaws. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they though they taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they though they taking notice. Yeah.
Not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. Switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. I bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then he with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Ready. 95, 56.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, easy. Hey, easy.
Breeze going to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
58, come on. 58, come on.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Saints.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
At the Bears' 23-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Tighten up. Check X3. 218. Chop. Get it.
He may try. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. A huge play there for Chicago. 53 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47, Ricky.
Now Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Jabal Sheard. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Lock in. 47's the mic.
Now Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Check, 47. I'm going to run you over.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
Red, 53, Mike.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Ready, 95-56. Check. No. Not today, you are. Not today. Check. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Here we go. Yes.
Now on second and 13. Breeze caught by Montgomery. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Ready, 5-8. Field. Switch. 36. Hey, echo. Focus, defense, focus.
To throw, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Ready. 5-9.
March 59. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Switch, easy, opposite.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Over.
59's Mike. Check, 59.
Protein spill. 5-1.
Now Breeze drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Slam. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Rush in.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Go!
March 47.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
Now Trubisky on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Yellow lady.
59. 5'9". 12. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. The Sanders has got it complete. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, New Orleans.
Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Check. You're good. I-4, ready. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing now is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Easy.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Hey, Delta.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Watch the curl. Man, up. 47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Kill.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Robinson's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got you, Pop.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Defense wins championships, baby. 18. Hey, 18. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Red, up. Bravo.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Breeze now to throw. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler.
Intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Check 99! Check 99! Check 99!
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah!
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Trubisky going right side here, and that's complete.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
First down, a run with Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
180. 7's the mic. Here we go, here we go.
Alert, 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 alert.
47's the mic, boy, 47.
Hey, exit.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike's 47.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
47, Mike.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take out extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Move, move, move.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jimmy Graham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
On 1st down, Trubisky rolling to his right. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Go.
They go play action. Trubisky. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Looking deep down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 37-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Check 50. You're good. You're good. My 4.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Breeze. Now he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Kill.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
47. Check, 47.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Trubisky to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one.
Here we go.
They run it again with Kamara. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Kill. Hey, easy.
From the gun, it's Brees. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Take 4.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 17, Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 83 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
This will be fielded at the 6. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Mike, check, 59.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike, 59.
The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Alert!
Come. Check 37. Shoot.
On first down, Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the Saints' 49-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Go ahead, baby. Go.
Lock in.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Alert! Red,
Check Mike 47. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 47 Mike. Mike 47. I'm coming for you. You move.
Now Trubisky on first down, letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To try again after the sack. Breeze. He's got Smith here. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. He gets this one to Garcon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
59. Mike's 59. Let's go. Easy. Let's go. You tighten up.
Breeze going to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Sammy! Check 59. Bud!
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
In your face.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jimmy Graham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd and short. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The open man is Smith. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready? You ready? 13.
Mike to 59. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
y'all came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Million beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Million beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king, not a pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, Sylvester Stallone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard, go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk inside the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
Yeah. Wanna be in a business. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, they can't get trapped.